Nestled among the enigmatic allure of Siegfried Hof in Sylvania, the Abbey of Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant emerges as a beacon of solemnity and resilience. Perched authoritatively atop a commanding hill, this fortress-like sanctuary serves as the heart and soul of the enigmatic Knights of the Raven, a brotherhood shrouded in mystique and valiance. Constructed from the stern and unyielding materials of granite and slate, the abbey stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of those who dwell within its sacred walls. As the sun sets, casting elongated shadows over the cobblestone streets of Siegfried Hof, the abbey's presence looms ever larger. From its vantage point, it silently watches over the town and the serene expanse of Lake Svasey below, a guardian of both land and spirit. The singular road that finds its way from the main entrance of the abbey down to the town below serves as a lifeline connecting the celestial to the terrestrial, the divine to the mundane. However, the true marvel of this bastion of faith and courage lies beneath the surface. Unknown to the casual observer or the uninitiated, the abbey harbors secrets as deep and complex as the faith that fuels its guardians. Postern entrances, cunningly concealed from view, reveal themselves only to those who know their secrets. These hidden doorways open into an intricate labyrinth of tunnels and catacombs, each corridor and chamber carved with precision into the hill's very essence. This underground network, a realm of shadow and whispers, serves multiple purposes. It's a place of refuge, a path for silent movement, a sanctuary for prayer, and perhaps a repository of ancient knowledge and sacred relics. The catacombs, with their solemn silence and cool air, hold stories untold, waiting for the right moment to be shared with those who seek truth and wisdom. The Abbey of Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant, with its imposing structure and hidden depths, stands as a symbol of the unwavering vigilance and spiritual fervor of the Knights of the Raven. It is a place where the past and present merge, where the physical and spiritual realms intertwine, and where the quest for righteousness never ceases. In the heart of Sylvania, this sacred edifice not only oversees the land, but also guards the very soul of its city, a silent witness to the eternal dance of light and shadow. Within the hallowed walls of Abbey of Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant, a rich tapestry of devotion, discipline, and mystery envelops its inhabitants. This bastion of faith, steeped in tradition and secrecy, is not only a sanctuary for those who serve more, but a complex society with roles as varied as the personalities that fill them. At the very pinnacle of this ecclesiastical hierarchy sits Grand Abbot Darius Geistwert, the high priest and guardian of souls. His presence embodies the solemnity and gravitas of the abbey's purpose, overseeing the spiritual welfare of all who dwell within and beyond its walls. Alongside him, Elder Gerhard, the reader of dreams, plays a crucial role not as a priest but as an augur, interpreting the divine messages woven through dreams by the Fellowship of the Shroud. The anointed priests, bound by their vows of stoicism, carry the weight of their roles with a seriousness befitting their sacred duties. Father Gregor, master of ceremonies, leads prayers with a reverence that belies his secret love affair with Sister Maya, adding layers of complexity and humanity to the abbey's spiritual tapestry. Mother Alexia, the Master of Arms, stands as the guardian of physical strength within the abbey, organizing its defenses with a combination of toughness and cunning strategy. The abbey's priests, each specialized in their own domain, form the backbone of its day-to-day operations. From Brother Horatius, the master of novices, who is nurturing the next generation of the faithful, to Brother Eric, master of the stone, whose suspicions of a Skaven plot hint at the unseen dangers the abbey guards against. The dynamics within this cloistered community, such as the antagonism between Brother Gottlieb and Sister Tanya, reflect the complexities of any society, sacred or secular. Amidst the human inhabitants, the abbey plays host to a more whimsical aspect of life through its feline residents. Over 120 cats, bred for their role in the spiritual and practical life of the abbey, roam its corridors, with the majestic Tanira presiding over the vestibule. These cats, far more than mere pets, embody the living spirit of the abbey, weaving in and out of its daily rhythms. The black guards of Blessed Aethelbert, silent sentinels in obsidian armour, add a layer of mystique and martial prowess to the abbey. These men, former squires of the Raven Knights, or priests of exceptional compatibility, have taken vows of silence, speaking only through their actions. Their presence throughout the abbey serves as a constant reminder of the seriousness with which both the abbey of Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant approaches its guardianship of the realm, both spiritually and physically. Thus, the Abbey of Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant stands not just as a structure of stone and faith, but as a microcosm of a world where the devotion, duty, and the personal stories of its inhabitants intertwine to create a living, breathing entity. This spiritual fortress, with its layers of mystery, discipline, and hidden corridors, continues to be a beacon of light and a guardian of shadows in the heart of Sylvania. The temple within the Abbey of Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant is a sanctum of solemnity and passage, where the ethereal journey from the mortal coil to Mor's realm is both honoured and facilitated. Its architectural design, marked by a domed roof crowned with an oculus, serves not merely as an aesthetic choice, but as a spiritual conduit. This oculus, a singular eye to the heavens, is believed to be the pathway through which souls of the departed ascend, leaving the physical world to enter the divine embrace of Mor. The exterior of the temple stands as a fortress against the encroaching shadows, its battlements fortified not just by stone, but by the silent vigil of skeletal gargoyle statues. These guardians, carved with exquisite detail, serve as a reminder of the ever-present boundary between life and death, and the protective embrace of the abbey of the souls within its care. Inside, the temple eschews the trappings of traditional worship spaces. There are no pews or seats, reflecting the belief that those who enter do so not as mere spectators, but as active participants in the sacred rites performed within its walls. The absence of seating directs focus to the central platform, a raised dais where the bodies of the deceased are placed during funeral rites. This platform becomes a stage for the final act of mortal existence, a place of honor where the departed are prepared for their journey to the afterlife. Lit incense burners, used during dreaming ceremonies, fill the temple with fragrant smoke, creating an atmosphere of mysticism and transcendence. These scents, carefully chosen for their spiritual significance, weave through the air, forming a tangible connection between the material world and the realm of dreams and visions. This practice, deeply rooted in the rituals of the abbey, signifies the crossing of boundaries, not just for souls of the dead, but for the living who seek understanding and communication with the divine. The temple, with its symbolic architecture and sacred practices, stands as a beacon of faith and gateway to the beyond. It encapsulates the essence of the abbey's mission to guide the dead to their final rest, to protect the living from the shadows, and to bridge the chasm between the seen and the unseen. In this holy space, a cycle of life and death is observed with reverence, and the mysteries of Mor's realm are ever close at hand, veiled yet palpable, in the solemn rites performed under the watchful gaze of the oculus. The barracks and armory of the Abbey of Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant are integral components of its defensive and martial capabilities, reflecting the abbey's dual role as a place of worship and a stronghold against external threats. This segment of the abbey underscores the preparedness and discipline of its guardians, serving both as living quarters for the dedicated defenders and a repository for their arms and armor. The structure of the barracks is meticulously organized, with the ground floor serving as the sleeping quarters for the 14 black guardsmen. These sentinels of the abbey, silently encased in their sinister black armor, find rest here when not on duty. Above them, the upper level is designated for the 21 Raven Knights, a space that stands empty, perhaps in anticipation of future occupants or as a solemn reminder of past glories and losses. This arrangement not only maximizes the use of space, but it also reinforces the hierarchy and unity among the abbey's martial forces. Lord Voss, a figure of authority and strategic acumen, occupies a chamber that adjoins the main dormitory. Here, surrounded by maps and reports, he dedicates himself to the planning and oversight of the abbey's defences, a testament to the continuous vigilance required to safeguard the abbey and its inhabitants. His proximity to the barracks symbolises the close bond between leadership and the rank and file, ensuring readiness and morale are maintained at their peak. The ground floor armory is a treasure trove of weaponry, stocked with an array of arms sufficient to equip the abbey's defenders. The inventory includes lances, shields, longbows, arrows, great axes, and suits of obsidian plate armor, alongside another assortment of different hand weapons. This arsenal is maintained with sand and oil, essential for the upkeep of weapons and armor. Additionally, the strategic use of sand and oil extends beyond maintenance. They are components for a defensive tactic involving massive heated cauldrons ready to repel invaders with scathing deluge. In an innovative adaptation of the architectural limitations imposed by the principles of the temples of Mor, with traditionally issue gates, the abbey employs a massive stone slab as a barricade in times of siege. This pragmatic solution, though effective, comes with its challenges, notably the labour-intensive and time-consuming process required to set the slab into place after use. This detail underscores the abbey's commitment to defence and the lengths to which its inhabitants will go to protect their sacred grounds. The abbot's quarters within the Abbey of the Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant serve as a private sanctuary for the Grand Abbot Darius Geizwecht, a realm of solitude that reflects the depths of his devotion and the burdens of his role. In these quarters, the spiritual leader of the abbey finds respite from the demands of his office, engaging in activities that nurture his soul and maintain his connection to the divine. This sacred space is modestly furnished, containing only the essentials required for a life dedicated to service and prayer. The presence of a bed, wardrobe, prayer mat, and a locked desk suggests a lifestyle that, while austere, accommodates the basic needs and spiritual practices of the abbots. The inclusion of 2 chairs and a cushioned bench allows for moments of contemplation or private counsel, further emphasizing the room's dual function as a place of personal retreat and quiet leadership. Geistwecht's emotional investment in his duties is palpable, with the room witnessing not only his readings and prayers, but also his moments of weeping. This emotional expression reveals the weight of responsibility that comes with guiding the abbey and its inhabitants, serving as a testament to his profound commitment to his faith and the souls under his care. However, it is the torch sconce in the southeast corner that harbours the room's most intriguing secret. A hidden lever that unveils a stairway descending into the depths of the forbidden library. This concealed passage underscores the complex layers of knowledge and power that underpin the abbey's operations. The forbidden library, accessible only to those privy to its secret, holds texts and artifacts of immense spiritual and historical significance, guarded closely to prevent misuse or desecration. The refectory and kitchen of the Abbey of Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant form the heart of daily life within the abbey, a place where the community gathers not just to nourish their bodies, but also to reinforce their bonds of fellowship and service that define their shared existence. This communal space, with capacity to hold 120 people, is a testament to the abbey's role as a beacon of hospitality and spiritual unity in the region. The arrangement of the 6 large tables within the refectory is a reflection of the abbey's hierarchical and social structure. The central table, reserved for the priest with Grand Abbot Darius Geiswecht presiding as its head, underscores the reverence accorded to the spiritual leaders of the community. This positioning not only reflects the respect and authority vested in the clergy, but also serves as a daily reminder of the spiritual guidance they provide to the abbey's inhabitants. The Knights of the Raven and the Blackguard, each with their designated table, are similarly accorded honour, reflecting their indispensable roles in the abbey's defence and the broader service mission. The presence of a table specifically for the abbey's guests, seated alongside the silent blackguards, introduces an element of muted contemplation to the communal meals. This arrangement, while perhaps unconventional, offers visitors a unique insight into the abbey's culture, one where silence is valued as a form of communication and reflection. The kitchen, staffed by oblates from the valley, serves as a logistical backbone of the refectory, ensuring the sustenance and well-being of the abbey's residents and guests. The design of the kitchen, with its north wall of rough, natural-looking stone, integrating ovens and fire pit, marries functionality with a profound sense of harmony with the natural world. The 3 chimney vents, carved directly into the rock, exemplify the abbey's commitment to melding its infrastructure with the environment, allowing for efficient ventilation and the maintenance of a comfortable and healthy cooking space. For those seeking refuge or pilgrimage, the abbey offers lodgings in a single large room appointed with 7 beds. This arrangement, while simple, is enhanced by the provision of dressing screens and wash basins, ensuring a modicum of privacy and comfort. The inclusion of prayer books in the room underscores the abbey's commitment to nurturing the spiritual well-being of its guests, inviting them to partake in the contemplative life that defines the abbey. The cloister serves as the abbey's spiritual lung, a courtyard dedicated to meditation and silent reflection. The solemn atmosphere of this space is jealously guarded, and any disturbance is met with disapproving glances, reinforcing the cloister's role as a sanctuary of peace. Yet it's also a place of whimsical charm, frequented by the abbey's cats. These feline companions, lounging under staircases or perched on balconies, add a touch of liveliness to the serene setting. With up to 40 cats present at any time, the cloister bridges the gap between the meditative silence of the monks and the gentle, unspoken camaraderie shared with their animal counterparts. The Novices dormitory is a testament to the abbey's role in education and spiritual formation. This expansive hall, lined with rows of beds, houses the abbey's initiates. Each bed is accompanied by a small locked chest where novices keep their personal items, symbolizing the individual journey of faith and learning each novice undertakes within the communal setting. The fact that a notable fraction of the initiate come from noble families highlights the abbey's reputation as a center of learning and spiritual guidance, entrusting with the formation of future leaders. The living quarters for the priests, including Grand Abbot Geiswecht, Elder Gerhard, and the anointed priest, reflect a modest yet sufficient arrangement that allows them to live in accordance with their vows while still accommodating their personal needs. The trust that permeates the community is evident in the minimal use of locks, suggesting a communal life founded on mutual respect and shared values. This environment fosters a sense of fraternity among the abbey's spiritual leaders, further strengthening the bonds that unite them in their sacred mission. In each of these accommodations, from the visitors' lodgings to the priests' quarters, the Abbey of Blessed Aethelbert the Vigilant mirrors the principles of communal living, spiritual dedication, and hospitality. These spaces are not just physical structures, but vessels of the Abbey's enduring commitment to serving as a beacon of faith, learning, and sanctuary for all who pass through its gates. The morgue serves as the final threshold between life and the afterlife, where bodies are treated with reverence and prepare for their journey beyond. This sanctified preparation involves a myriad of tools and substances, each playing its part in the rituals of cleansing and embalming. Yet, beneath this veneer of sanctity lies a darker utility. The morgue doubles as a place of torture, suggesting a grim intersection of religious duty and the darker aspects of ecclesiastical power. A secret door within the morgue, masquerading as part of a bas-relief archway, reveals the depths of the abbey's dedication to guarding its secrets. This doorway mirrors the architectural motif found in the temple, creating a symbolic link between the space of worship and the repositories of forbidden knowledge. The library and scriptorium, with their expansion across 2 levels, embody the abbey's commitment to the pursuit of knowledge. The open gallery layout facilitates a flow of light and air, invigorating the mind and spirit of those who study within its walls. The collection is vast and varied, encompassing texts on theology, philosophy, history, and the sciences, reflecting the multifaceted interests of the abbey's inhabitants. However, the most conspicuous absence of material on the undead, save for a single ballad, speaks to the abbey's cautious approach to such dangerous knowledge. The presence of a hidden panel discreetly offering passage to the forbidden library underscores the complex layers of access and restriction that govern the abbey's approach to knowledge. This selective accessibility hits at the tensions between the desire for understanding and the need for control. The Forbidden Library, shrouded in mystery and protected by arcane safeguards, stands at the heart of the Abbey's hidden knowledge. Accessible only through concealed entrances and guarded against unauthorized entry by magical alarms and physical traps, this vault of prescribed law holds text of immense power and peril. The context of the Forbidden Library, from the ancient Zandri scrolls and Styrian tablets to the controversial memoirs of Nagash and treatises on vampirism and necromancy, represent a trove of arcane knowledge that could offer unparalleled insight or unleash untold dangers. The decision to restrict access to this library to a select few speaks to the Abbey's role as guardian against the dark arts, as much as it is a repository of spiritual and temporal wisdom. The stable houses the Abbey's impressive confection on horses, including riding horses, draft horses, and the formidable destriers, essential for the abbey's defense and ceremonial duties. The presence of tack, saddles, and barding indicates a readiness for both battle and the burdens of labour. The current numbers of destriers suggest a moment of quiet or perhaps preparation, with many absent on tasks unknown. Adjacent to the stable, the workshop serves a more sombre purpose. Here coffins are assembled, a constant reminder of the abbey's intimate relationship with mortality. This juxtaposition of life and death, represented by the vigour of the horses and the solemnity of the coffins, encapsulates the cycle of existence that the abbey oversees. The abbey's observatory, a domed cupola adorned with the celestial, serves as a bridge between the earthly and the heavenly. Accessible from the library, it symbolizes the pursuit of knowledge that transcends the mundane. The interior, painted with constellations and celestial bodies, stands as a testament to the abbey's engagement with the wider universe. The inclusion of the witchling star, Rhea's cauldron, and Dragomas the drake not only reflects a scholarly interest in astronomy, but also hints at a deeper, perhaps arcane understanding of the cosmos. Equipped with a quadrant and a simple telescope, the observatory offers a literal and metaphorical lens through which the universe is both observed and contemplated. Despite its limitation, the telescope represents the abbey's commitment to extending the boundaries of known reality, 1/4 of a moon's surface at a time. The catacombs embody the abbey's solemn duty to the dead. The crypts, meticulously maintained with brass plaques recounting names and eulogies, serve as a record of those who have passed, ensuring their memory endures. The practice of interring families together until their line ends speaks to a deep respect for lineage and legacy. The Sequestrum, a crypt dedicated to containing the remains of vampires and necromancers, reveals the abbey's vigilance against the darker force. Sealed with a stone slab and guarded by magic, it underscores the constant threat these pose, even in death. This area, along with the oldest crypts, forms the core of the abbey's historical and spiritual battleground against necromancy and vampirism. Blessed Aethelbert's crypt, though sealed, remains unalarmed, signifying a trust in the sanctity of the abbey's ground, or perhaps an implicit challenge to those who might dare to disturb it.